Are you considering moving to Hoboken? Today we're going to give you the top 5 reasons why maybe you should consider calling this mile square city your home. Guys, my name is Jeff Bonk. I have the privilege of owning and operating one of the largest real estate companies here in Hoboken, the HBB Group. And we asked all of our friends, our clients, our team members, everybody we know that lives here to give us the top 5 reasons they choose to call Hoboken their home. So today we're going to take you on a tour around town, tell you those 5 reasons, and maybe why you might want to consider making Hoboken your home too. So come on, let's go. And number 5, which some may argue would be number 1, maybe this guy, is the dinner, the restaurant, the nightlife scene here in Hoboken. Right now we're out in front of Dino and Harry's. In my opinion, I'd put this steakhouse up against any New York City steakhouse. We have all kinds of great restaurants, from wine bars and tapas restaurants. Uptown you have a little bit of a higher elevated dining scene, and downtown you have more of a younger nightlife, kind of bar stay open later. When you move into town, many people move into downtown because it's a little bit more energy, a little bit more nightlife scene, and people will graduate uptown and just kind of has that more of a family uptown vibe to it. But the restaurant scene and the nightlife scene, no matter what you're looking for, you have it here in Hoboken, even without having to hop over the river, for endless options if you want to take a quick Uber, ferry, or path into the city.
Number 4 is the deep history and rich culture that this little square mile town has. Right behind me is a mural of the first ever baseball game. It's actually played right here in Hoboken, right 2-3 blocks away on the corner of 11th and Washington Street. Really cool. Hoboken was a center of industry and transportation back in the mid-1900s. Right here we have places like the Lipton Tea Building, which is now luxury condos. We have Maxwell Coffee's headquarters right here. And let's not forget, Hoboken's the birthplace of old Frankie Blue Eyes over here. Born right back on 4th and Monroe, just a few blocks from here, almost over 100 years ago. Hoboken has so much history and culture, in fact, that we have our own museum. And the cool thing about having so much history and culture in one place is you get beautiful buildings like this to enjoy all over town on your daily walks and your strolls, and go to and from the office, drop the kids off, go to dinner. Everywhere you go, you pass a building that's 100, 200, 300 years old that are kept in great shape and really add some depth to this community.
Number 3 is walkability. Right here we're on Washington Street. Hoboken's 1 square mile. This street goes the whole stretch of the mile from the north side to the south side, and it's the main community drag here. We have all your restaurants, all your shops. You see your people, your friends coming by all the time. One of the coolest things about Hoboken is that you can't really walk more than 2 or 3 blocks in this town without seeing a few friends, a few neighbors, a few people that you may know. So that's the really cool part. It's the most pedestrian-friendly city in the country. It got voted on a couple lists a few years ago. So if you like walking, if you like kind of just roaming around the neighborhood and having a good time, could be the city for you. Number 2 is accessibility. Hoboken, which is right behind you, is right across the river from New York City. Here we are at the ferry station, which is 8 minutes right across the Hudson River, right to Midtown Manhattan or downtown to Wall Street. We have a PATH train, which is essentially a continuation of the subway system in Manhattan. We have a bus that gets you through Lincoln Tunnel in 5, 10, 15 minutes, depending on where you pick it up. But not only accessibility to the city, Hoboken's really great because it's located very close to ski mountains, the Jersey Shore, and just the overall out into the suburbs of New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, all the different areas around. It's kind of centrally located right next to Manhattan, so you're easy in and out, but you also have the ability to get out of town real quickly, get some nature, get some country, and get away from the grind. The number 1 reason is community. Even though we're right next to New York City, this is a little town feel. You have amazing parks. Here right now we're in Columbus Park. We have sprinklers over here in the summertime. We have movies under the star, places for concerts, basketball courts, the high school football fields right there. You have festivals, you have cultural events. It's a melting pot of all different types of people and cultures and things to do. So although you can jump into the city whenever you want, and you can really, really have a crazy big city-like experience, here you have the small community feel, which is why so many people love living in this town. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the tour around town today and the top 5 reasons we think that it makes a lot of sense to live in this town. There's so much more to this town that we couldn't cover today. So if you have questions, feel free to reach out, and I hope to see you around town one day.